I have with me the organizer and tournament director of the FIDE World Championship match and also the CEO of Singapore Chess Federation, Kevin. Hi.
Hey man, hi Saga, hi
Kev-
everyone.
Kevin, the World Championship match is now just 22 days away. And everyone's very excited. What's going on? What's happening? How are you doing? Are you stressed out? Are you relaxed? How's the mood?
Yeah, never been more stressed in my life, man. I mean, obviously from an organizer's point of view, we want everything to go smoothly, right? From point A to point B for every single side event, every single thing that exists in the match. We want to make sure that we don't forget the players and we leave them at the hotel or leave them at the airport hanging somewhere. Yeah, but these are things that there's like so many details that we have to keep track of. And I think my main role is just to make sure that my team and we work together to make sure that we deliver every single piece. I mean, nobody can promise like a perfect event, and I'm sure that there'll be some slip ups along the way. We just hope that these are not major and nobody notices. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think once the chess begins, the eyes of everyone will be on the chess. But also, what you guys have put together are many exciting events that run along with the match, and I want to talk a
Mm-hmm.
bit about it in this
Mm-hmm.
interview. We are also going to talk about some of the packages that the viewers can get to come there to Singapore and have a very nice, maybe chess vacation, as we can call it.
Yes, absolutely. Come and spend your money. Yes, we welcome. Please contribute towards our economy. We will not say no. No, I mean, but all jokes aside, I think this is something that I think it could be quite interesting for maybe somebody who might want to visit the match. We have some hotel packages for various tiers. So of course we know that Resorts World Sentosa is pretty luxurious, high end hospitality group. If you want to splurge a little bit, you can choose
Oh, look
those
at this.
options.
This is where the match is happening.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
insane. This is so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at all the of course, the different structures, some of those are mainly the touristic spots, of course. The match itself is not going to be at at Universal Studios or something crazy like that. It's going to be at the hotel
Mm.
where there are function rooms and all that. But definitely in the vicinity, there are a lot of nice things that you can see. And if you're like tired of doing chess, you can always just go and just have fun.
Wow. So actually, this is the Sentosa Park that people can go to. But
Hmm.
firstly, my question to you is, Kevin. I think this is the poster that has been released,
Hmm.
and overall, I think we spoke a bit about Google coming on board as the title sponsor and so on. How has been the mood for that, because I think overall everyone's been so excited that Google is on board. And how has been it for you working with them?
Yeah, I think it has been a really fantastic experience working with Google and discussing about how we can promote the match and also promote chess in its entirety. Uh, Unfortunately, there are still some details, really, really exciting details that I'm not able to disclose yet. What I can say is on the 23rd of November, which is the opening ceremony, the day of the opening ceremony, there will be something that is well, to me, it's quite exciting, and I hope it will be very special for all chess players or around the world. So that's something that yeah, I can't
Will this be revealed before 23rd or only on 23rd?
only on the 23rd.
Oh, okay. So
Yes,
you have to be there to see.
I mean you can leave your comments in the uh, in the video and just say what you think that's going to be like. I'm not going to say yes or no.
Mm. Is
We
it related to someone coming or
not really, not
okay?
really,
Not
yeah, not really, but someone may be coming.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't mean to sound so like secretive, but I'm not supposed to say these things yet.
Mm.
So hope you guys understand. I'm not trying to trying to be mysterious. I'm not. I wish I can say some of this stuff. And also it's quite nice to work with the creative teams from Google because they are going to have some activations on site, and some of these things we are going to announce in a couple of days. We have a daily program that you can see clearly that's scheduled for each match day and sometimes even on the rest days. And of course, Google has also some activations on their end. So yeah, that's something that we hope to publish in the next couple of days.
On the rest days also, so like looking at the schedule of the event over here,
Mm.
you can see that every 2 games and then there is a rest day if I'm not mistaken.
Every 3 days.
Every 3 days. Okay.
Yeah. So for example, game one is 25th, and then so 25th, 26th, 27th, that's games 1 to 3, and then we have a rest day. And then another 3 games, and then another rest day, and so on. So we already have some kind of a framework on how each match day is going to look like, and I'm happy to share that briefly.
Yes.
So, for example, on the first day, which is 25th November, we're going to have something like a VIP event from 3 p.m. to 4:30. Then 5 p.m. the game starts. From 6 p.m. we have a special guest to appear at the commentary studio, and that same guest will go to the fan zone from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. where we'll have a small event. It could be a sharing session. It could just be something casual. And then from 8:15 to 9:15, we have a second guest coming to the fan zone. So that's going to be how each match day is supposed to look like.
Wow.
So the program that we're going to release in 2 days or 1 to 2 days will disclose the identities of these guests.
Wow. And I guess you had mentioned many world champions are going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I probably am very happy to share for the first day. The guest and the celebrity is the first women's world chess champion from China. Yeah, Grandmaster Xie Jun.
Wow.
So, I mean, I read about her when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm being rude to say this. I hope she's not watching this. But I read about her and I was like, wow, this lady is amazing. And it's just been, it's a privilege to get to discuss with her these schedules in the last 1 week.
Wow.
So she's a very nice and pleasant person to speak to, very kind and accommodating. So yeah, she's just one example. Of course, we're going to have a ton of really absolute chess legends, and also to cater to the younger crowd, we also have some streamers and influencers who will be here.
Wow. And that also, who are they? I mean, is that?
So I can share in the in the first week, you can expect to have Nemo Zhou Qiyu. So she will be here. She already disclosed this on her IG, so I think it's okay for me to share this. Irene Sukanda will be here. And yeah, special name Eric Rosen will also be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. This is going to be very exciting. And not just that you are building up the match, but also around it, there's this very high performance training camp that is going to happen with Jakob, Pavel Eliano, Jakob Agard, Pavel Eliano, we have Thomas Luther, and also Boris Gelfand, who's going to be there. So it's going to be a very, very interesting camp. And also, I think one of the criteria that you've kept is that the players should have one GM norm to participate in it.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of this master class, and when we discussed this with FIDE, I think they were very happy to hear about, how we are trying to help chess players around the region. Basically, we know of a lot of chess players in this region who have had trouble having access to this kind of high-level training, whether it be financial or just logistically difficult because they are in countries that maybe do not have such resources. So we just thought of, okay, we just have this camp to support the players who are in this region. Yeah, so we set the criteria of players who are already very close to becoming a GM, and not because we are elitist, but because I think it makes some sense, right? Like if we are going to get such high level trainers, we might as well cater to a stronger crowd. So yeah, so we have recommendations. Of course, ChessBase India has also helped to nominate a couple of players from India.
That was very
Where,
kind of you to give
yeah,
this opportunity. I think Mayank Chakraborty and Shahid Dey.
yeah, yeah, they have 2 GM norms each, I believe, right? Yeah, and we also have virtually like one representative from every neighboring country. So we have
Wow.
a player from Thailand, a player from Vietnam, a player from Malaysia, a player from Indonesia. So one player from Sri Lanka, one player from Bangladesh. So I
And
think it's really nice.
all kind of similar level.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody has perhaps meet the age criteria. I think we set some guidelines like you should be a junior player, but it's hard. These are just guidelines. So if you cross the age guideline a little bit, we just say okay. Generally, we try to be helpful. So the entire masterclass is sponsored. SCF is paying for the accommodation. And okay, I cannot pay for their flights, but they can come and stay in some rooms. And also after the masterclass, which lasts for 4 days, they can play they will just get to play the Singapore International Open, and the accommodation for those nights are also covered. So I think it's something very special. I think if I was their age, I would have appreciated. Probably both of us, we would like that.
No, it would be epic because not only you get to train, you get to watch the match, but also you get to play. And you talked about the open tournament, and I'm just seeing the players list here. And there is Raunak, who's 2677, Pavel Elyanov, Murzin, who's 2664, Alan Pichot. It's a very good field, and the first prize is I think $15,000 and
Singapore dollars. Yes. So that's like 11,000 USD.
And also a total prize fund of 100,000 Singapore dollars. So it's a very, very good open event.
Yeah, we are very happy to pull this off. Of course, in Singapore, we often complain that there are not enough tournaments. In this region, we have the handful from the neighboring countries, and Singapore has not really done a lot. So we just thought we might never do this again. I do not know, but at least to the level of this event.
Or you might do it every year.
Yeah, that will need some divine intervention. A sponsor has to like fall from the sky, and then we can do it every year. But definitely, we thought that we should take the opportunity and give players from the region also a chance to play these great players. And also, if you look at the field, these days, if you go to one thing that you might find quite pleasant is that you don't actually have like out of like 200 players, you have like 150 Indians, and it's like an Indian national championships. But it's not, right? Like, which you can see that there's a fair mix of players, and it's quite nice to know that we have even Europeans who are willing to come to play. So I guess the World Chess Championship itself also played a part. They also want to have the chance to come and watch.
Right, absolutely. And I was checking the regulations of the match, and one thing that has stood out for me is that each player will receive $200,000 for each game they win. This is so nice. Like, you win a game and you are richer by an amount which generally you can't even win if you win multiple tournaments.
Yeah, quite nice, right? Like you win a game and then like, oh, my bank account is going to increase by X amount. Like pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, this is just.
I think that the prize fund is. I mean, we're not going to say that it's earth-shattering because I understand that there are bigger. There could be bigger prize funds than this if you count inflation and all these things. I think Fischer-Spassky in '90, the rematch. I think that was like 5 million USD. but that's not a world championship, I know. But so I wouldn't say it's super amazing, but it is quite a lot of money.
True.
Yeah.
No, this is brilliant, and also there are the time controls are slightly different this year.
Mm.
It is. I mean, maybe it was the same last year, but I was aware that there are like two time controls, but this time it's like 120 minutes for 40 moves, followed by 30 minutes for rest of the game and 30-second increment. So I think the games could be relatively shorter this time.
I think this is a very unique time control for World Championship because I think typically the time control for previous World Championships allows for like a second or third time control and games can last in the 6 or 7 hour. But this to me it looks like a regular GM norm tournament. Like do you not feel like um I used to play these events like 2 hours 40 minutes and then another 30 minutes. I think but without increment. So now they just added the increment. So it doesn't feel like it's a lot longer. But I think that also might I think there are some positive things to it. I think the slightly shorter time control allows for perhaps more exciting chess towards the end of the game.
True, true. And
Mm.
with time controls, there are always mistakes happening, and people can actually visit the venue. And this is very important for them. There are day passes, $64 Singapore dollars for each match. So you get entry to the playing hall and fan zone. These are the normal ones. Then
Mm-hmm.
VIP pass is from 380 Singapore dollars, and you can choose any one match: VIP front row seating, VIP lounge, fan zone, live commentary studio, invitations perhaps to the simuls if it's available. So interesting there.
Yeah, I think we try to make it a very enriching experience for all the ticket holders. And I think for the standard day passes, not only do you get to be present at the match hall, you can go to the fan zone. So the fan zone events that I mentioned will be provided, the access will be provided to all ticket holders, uh, as well as the other exhibitions that we are planning. So there's going to be a FIDE 100 exhibition. It's a smaller scale version as compared to the one at the Chess Olympiad. For obvious reasons, it's very difficult to ship some of the the massive chess sets and trophies to Singapore, but we'll have a smaller version, and I think it'll be very interesting. We, of course, we also mentioned about the Google activation that will be open for all. So I think for $64, you're going to get a lot of value, and if you like to have even more on-site privileges like food and drinks, you can go to the VIP lounge. Just chill there with your friends. Basically flex that you are VIP. And when we do have some of these simul events, or lectures or master classes, then that's when we open up mainly to the VIP ticket holders.
And can anyone get like a sort of a season pass, like if they want to come for each match? Is it possible?
I think that we have bundles, like if you buy 5 tickets, I think you get something like a discount.
Yes, it's
So that's
mentioned here. Like if you 10% off with minimum purchase of 5 tickets per transactions, and 10% off for selection of any 3 games.
Yeah, I think that's the discounts that we have in mind. The reason why we didn't do like an entire match pass is because it gets a little bit complicated, because if the match ends early, let's say by game 11 or game 12, is like how do we apportion, that becomes a bit complicated. So we prefer to do it this way.
Got it. And for people coming outside the country, and there are a few hotels which have been mentioned on the official website. One of them is Aquarius Hotel. Second one is the Hotel Aura. The third one is Hotel Village Hotel Sentosa. These are all in the Sentosa village, or how is it?
So all these 3 hotels are within the Sentosa Island. Now I say island like it's like hours away. It's not really. It's like 10 minutes drive from the mainland. So it's not really an island because it's already connected in that sense, yeah. So I would say that in terms of proximity, Aquarius Hotel is where the match takes place.
Oh.
Aura is a few minutes away from Aquarius. You can walk, and there's also a free shuttle that goes on a loop. And Village Hotel is a little bit further away, but still walkable, like say 10 minutes walk from the Sentosa Resorts World Sentosa Convention Center. So these are the three hotels that are nearer to the match venue, and naturally they cost a little bit more. We also identified Travel Lodge Harbourfront as another partner hotel. This will be slightly more affordable, but it's outside of Sentosa, so you might need to take. We are going to cater for some kind of transport. If we know that there are a lot of bunch of people who are staying there, we will cater for
This is the
transport.
one that you are talking about. This is a little bit outside the island, but there
Yeah,
is a package where you can
that's correct.
stay 2 nights here with breakfast, and then you have an Adventure Cove entry plus FIDE World Championship Standard Day Pass. Can you tell us about this Adventure Cove entry?
Yeah, so Adventure Cove is this is I believe it is water park that is that's at Resorts World. So it's one of the attractions within Resorts World as well itself. Resorts World Sentosa itself is an integrated resort, so there are a lot of things going on. There's a Universal Studios Singapore.
Mm.
There are a couple of other theme parks. So there's also the Sea Aquarium. So we thought that it would be nice to have like include a couple of these free tickets so that just provide better value for somebody who wants to buy one of these travel packages. So
Actually, this double occupancy with entry for two at Singapore dollar 560 is quite affordable. I mean, if you fly down from India perhaps and then use this, watch the match for 2 days. Looks
so
great.
you see, yeah, if you work it out, it's like 560 for 2 nights. So that's like 280. Then that's for 2 person. So it's like 140
Yeah.
Sing per day.
Yes.
And then you have breakfast, and then you get the standard pass. Standard pass costs 64. So basically you pay 80 per person, like for per
No,
night.
this is good one. This is I think many people are going to go for this.
I think this is the smart choice,
Mm.
yes. I will agree.
And actually, there are a couple more. So there is one in Village Hotel Sentosa. I'll put in the link where you can
Yeah.
find these packages. But
So you can
there,
see,
yeah,
so if you go to the Village Hotel one,
image,
okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah, this one.
yeah, for example this one. So if you pay like single occupancy 650, you get to go for the you can have a day pass to go to Universal Studios
Mm.
plus the standard day pass. Yeah, so you can see that it is very decent. And I'll tell you straight, we are not SCF is not really making money from this. We negotiated these like sort of discounts um with the different agencies. So it's not like we will have a yeah, we are doing this for the audience really. Like we are not really doing this to sort of make money from this. We actually don't.
Brilliant, brilliant. This is great, and I think people can choose like the day, like the third game in the sequence, and then a rest day, right? Because if they want to make
Yeah,
use of this Universal Studios
yeah,
Singapore entry, then that can be on the rest day, and they can either plan the game after it or before that.
exactly. So you can book like a 4 day trip or 6 days trip, depending. Yeah, of course, depending on your
Right.
preference, then you can choose one of this. And yeah, I just thought that it would be something nice. So we yeah, did a lot of work to try to put this together, and hopefully people will come.
And also like those who are not like tremendously strong and cannot play in the Masters tournament, they can also play in the B group here, which is
Yeah,
happening. And I
yeah,
think
we
that
have a
also quite
yes. So for the group A, the minimum rating is has to be 1800. Then for the group B, the maximum rating has to be 1900. I think the prize fund is also quite good there. I think the first prize is something like 2000 or something. Can't remember all the
yes,
details now, but
yes.
yeah,
Group B winner takes 2,000 Singapore dollars. Right.
yeah, very decent. Yeah, like for basically like a tournament that is you will not see any too many IMs or GMs. Probably you don't have an IM and GM in the playing field. But yeah, still has a lot of chances to to play chess and also maybe even make some money from it.
Right. And this open tournament schedule is 29 November to 5th December. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of the nice central part of the match that is there.
Yeah,
And one
yeah.
more thing that we noticed here on the official website is the FIDE World Championship match presents an opportunity for organizations to curate a unique experience for their clients and guests. What is this? This is something new that you've come up with.
So I think this is something that we think that would be interesting for organizations which have a lot of chess fans, and that maybe if they want to do something for their for their employees, like a retreat, they can book the space with us, and we will have like we can call it a corporate box or hospitality suite, a very nice cozy space. There are couches, it's exclusive, it's quiet, and you can basically book the entire space for 50 packs for the entire half a day. We will serve food and drinks, and in the meantime, you get the VIP access to the match for the day for all the employees. So that we thought that is something that maybe some companies might be interested to do for their employees. Of course, I think if there are a lot of chess fans in that organization, it makes a lot of sense. But even if not, I think it could be just a very pleasant day out because the environment would just be awesome. So that was something that we thought of as well. Yeah, we do have some inquiries. Hopefully, we can we can have some of these packages being sold.
Well, if an Indian company does come with its employees, like let's say maybe Gukesh's sponsor decides
Yeah,
to come there, would be very cool.
yeah. Well, definitely, we're welcome to help to organize this nicely for them.
Beautiful. And then there is this very nice hall.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's called the Art Tampines Hub, and this is
Yeah.
for the age group nationals that are going to be held over there.
Yeah, so this is the Singapore National Age Group Chess Championships. Typically, for every national championship, we normally restrict it to the citizenship. Yeah, like for example, Indian National Championship is always Indians. You don't normally have foreigners. But in our view, even though it's the Singapore National Championships, we also welcome foreigners because these are kids. I think it's important for kids to know kids from other cultures and other countries. So we have open it up for foreign players to come in. So I think we have 600 players right now, with about 120 foreign participants. So I think it's just very diverse. It's going to be quite a massive crowd. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to look like with a bunch of kids running around and their parents. So normally for a scholastic event in Singapore, when one kid comes, normally the whole village comes along. So not the whole place becomes very lively and busy. More issues might happen, of course, but we try to manage as best as we can. I think always the bigger crowd, the better.
Brilliant. I think a match really galvanizes many things, and with these events that you manage to put up, it's going to really benefit a lot of people. I think it's we are only thinking like the organizer has to worry about the match, but I now realize you have to worry about the open event, the age group tournaments. You have these other events to look after, so there's a lot to do.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm very sorry about this. I just realized my phone has 1%. This is typical chess player behavior. I really don't want my phone to die. All right, I'm charging now. Okay, I'm good.
Great.
Okay. Yeah. You know when we first got involved in the bidding process for the match, this was actually what the team and we conceived of, that this is not just going to be a match between two chess players, and that it should be something that, while the match itself is the main focus, of course the two players, they are fighting for the biggest title, they should be the main focus. But at the same time, we also want to use this opportunity to be like to celebrate the game. That's why we want to have as many things as possible. And when we first got involved in the whole process, we have so many people like saying things like, yeah, what a waste of time, it's a waste of money. Why should I go down to watch? We can watch it online, chess can be watched online. There's no point. Like, why are we even bothering to do this? Why is Kevin doing like I think it's just I don't know how to use another word other than yeah, rather limited, narrow-minded way of thinking, or even rather naive. I think that to think that we are going to spend all this effort just to do a match between two players without really trying to showcase chess right in its entirety. So I'm happy that with the support of my entire team, we can put this together. Of course, FIDE played a strong part. We have been in close consultation with them throughout the entire process. We have to find agreement on a number of things. Some of these things are still ongoing, which can be expected, but overall, I think the discussions have always been very helpful and constructive. Yeah, so very very grateful for the support from Sports Singapore as well, which not only provided the financial assurance but also operational support. So that's something that yeah, I'm very grateful towards. Yeah, but we still have 3 weeks to go, and then we just hope that yeah, everything pans out smoothly.
Yeah, and I think this video kind of gives a good summary overall of all that is going to take place in these 3 weeks of the event that will happen, or around 20 days. And we are very excited here in India, and I'm
Yeah.
sure that the Chinese uh, community, the Chinese nation is also very excited. Um, I think we are all looking forward to an amazing World Championship match, Kevin.
Yeah, me too. I am really sometimes when I take a step back and I just shut my laptop down and I'm just thinking like, wow, the match is coming. I get to watch it. I feel privileged. I feel yeah, I think the team feels very honored that we get to do this. And we get to be a part of this special event. And yeah, we just hope to enjoy the process. At the same time, yeah, we are working hard, of course, and we want to make sure that everything goes smoothly for everybody, the players, the officials who are coming, and also the spectators, that they enjoy their time here. So hopefully we deliver.
Thank you for your time, and thanks for this. I'll put the links and also the email ID where people, if they have any doubts, can contact you and your team there. Thank you.
Yeah, no, don't have doubts. Like get ready your credit cards and yeah, yeah, no, support us. Like this is a lot of effort. And I don't know whether there's still any more Indian fans who are angry with us, but yeah, just come and watch and watch Bukesh in action. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Saga.